All right, so you want to unpack the career of Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, is he really the GO8 like everyone says?
Well, to answer that, we got to take a deep dive into his story. From the streets of Madeira to the biggest stadiums, it's a journey that captures the imagination, even for those who aren't diehard football fans.
Yeah, we're talking over 800 career goals, 5 Ballon d'Or award. I mean, those stats are just insane, right?
It's mind-boggling, yeah. But what's truly fascinating is his dedication, the work ethic, the discipline. It's legendary.
And he didn't exactly come from privilege. Born in '85, the youngest of 4 kids. His dad was a kit man, mom worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet.
Tough upbringing, for sure. There were stories about him as a kid, obsessed with football, skipping meals just to play. That level of dedication, even at that age, it's remarkable.
And at 12 years old, he leaves home, joins the Sporting CP Academy in Lisbon. Could you imagine leaving your family at that age to chase a dream?
Oh, he was incredibly homesick. Reports say he cried himself to sleep every night missing his family. But even with that, his talent, it was impossible to ignore.
Okay, so raw talent, check. But when did that signature Ronaldo style we know, when did that start to emerge?
By 16, he's already tearing up youth leagues with his signature elastico dribble. Now, that's more than just a flashy move. It's about deception, quick change of direction, creating space, telling Andy's strategy.
And that's what caught the eye of, well, Sir Alex Ferguson, right? Manchester United's legendary manager.
Ferguson, he's got this incredible eye for talent, sees Ronaldo playing a friendly against Sporting, and boom, signs him in 2003.
Talk about pressure. Stepping into that number 7 jersey, worn by Beckham, did he crack under those expectations?
Not quite. I mean, there were some, growing pains, early days at United, flashes of brilliance, but also some inconsistency.
So how does he go from inconsistent to, well, unstoppable? What was the turning point?
This is where Ferguson's mentorship is key. He saw Ronaldo's potential, but also saw the need for discipline, for tactical awareness. He instilled a work ethic, a strategic approach.
So not just raw talent, but harnessing it, shaping it.
Exactly. And it's a testament to Ronaldo, his willingness to learn, and Ferguson's ability to guide him. And the results? Undeniable.
By 2008, he's transformed. Scoring machine, 42 goals in a season, Premier League title, Champions League, his first Ballon d'Or. No one was doubting him then.
There's that iconic image, his teammates carrying him on their shoulders after the Champions League final. He wasn't just a star, he was the heart of that team.
And then, 2009, he makes that record-breaking move to Real Madrid. 94 million euros. That's still an astronomical sum. What was the reaction at the time?
People were skeptical, yeah. Could he live up to that price tag? Was it all hype?
Well, the stats speak for themselves. 450 goals in 438 games for Real Madrid. 4 Champions League titles in 5 years. And that includes La Decima, Real Madrid's 10th Champions League trophy.
And not just the number of goals, but how he scored them. Free kicks, volleys, penalties. Always a threat. Always capable of, magic.
And of course, this is when that rivalry with Lionel Messi, it really peaks, right? Every El Clasico match, Barcelona versus Real Madrid, became this epic battle.
2 completely different styles, both mesmerizing. They pushed each other to another level. It was something special to watch.
And speaking of special, La Decima was more than just a trophy for Real Madrid. It was this, legendary quest, decades in the making. And Ronaldo's penalty kick in that 2014 final, it sealed the deal. What a moment for his legacy.
Yeah, talk about pressure. It shows his ability to just perform when it matters most. But he wasn't just scoring, he was leading, inspiring his teammates to achieve something historic.
And then at 33, he makes another huge move, this time to Juventus for, get this, 100 million euros. Did anyone really think he could keep performing at that level, at that age?
A lot of people doubted him. They thought, his age is going to catch up. He's past his prime. But Ronaldo, he loves to prove the doubters wrong.
And he did. Wins the Serie A MVP in his first season with Juventus. It's like he was constantly reinventing himself, adapting to stay on top.
It's amazing, right? Shows that dedication to fitness, to evolving his game. Never rests on his laurels, always pushing his limits.
All right, let's talk about that return to Manchester United. It felt like a fairy tale going back to where it all began, but it didn't quite work out that way.
Yeah, going back to a former club after becoming a legend somewhere else. It's tough. The dynamics are different. Expectations are through the roof. Sometimes it just doesn't work.
There were those clashes with the manager, Ten Hag, right? And then that pretty messy exit in 2022. What happened?
Well, Ronaldo's got this strong personality. He believes in himself, and that's taken him far, but it could also lead to friction. especially in a team setting.
A double-edged sword kind of thing. The same things that make him great can also cause problems.
Exactly. And as players get older, their roles have to change. It can be hard for someone who's been the E-star to adapt to a new dynamic.
Now he's playing for Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia. And guess what? Still scoring hat tricks at 38.
He's a machine. It's like he's defying father time. His dedication to fitness, it's truly remarkable.
I read somewhere that he's never even had a soda in his life, like not even a celebratory sip after winning the Champions League.
Nope, not a drop. Diet, training, it's all incredibly disciplined. Ice baths after every match, 3-hour gym sessions. His sleep schedule, it would put us all to shame.
It's almost, I don't know, monastic, but clearly it's a big part of why he's been able to play at this level for so long. That focus, that commitment.
And it's not just physical.
Yeah.
Mentally, he's incredibly tough. Think of all the pressure he's faced, the scrutiny, the expectations. He handles it and comes back stronger.
It's inspiring, that level of dedication, that resilience. It's like a reminder that we can all achieve great things if we're willing to put in the work.
Absolutely. He's a role model for athletes, showing what's possible with hard work, discipline, belief in yourself.
And he's used his platform for good, too. Donating millions to charities, funding hospitals, even helping individual fans.
He gets it, you know? He understands his influence and he uses it to make a difference. His philanthropy, it says a lot about his character.
So we've talked about the goals, the trophies, the rivalries, the work ethic, but what about the brand? CR7, it's a global phenomenon. How do you build that?
It's a few things. His success on the field, obviously, but also his charisma, his style, his business sense. He's created a brand that goes way beyond football, into fashion, fitness, even hotels.
It's like a blueprint for athletes today, right? Showing them how to turn their success into a global brand, a way to set themselves up for life after their playing days are over.
Right. He's a pioneer in that way. He gets that athletes aren't just performers, they're brands, businesses, icons.
Okay, so we've covered a lot, from those humble beginnings to global stardom. But the question that always comes up is he the GOAT, the greatest of all time?
Ah, the big debate. It sparks passionate discussions, you know?
Yeah.
And there's no easy answer.
I mean, you look at the numbers, the goals, the trophies, the awards. He's achieved things that most players can only dream of.
And his impact on the teams he's played for. He makes everyone around him better, pushes them to that next level. A true leader.
But then you have the artistry, the pure magic of someone like Messi. I think it comes down to what you value most in a player, right?
Yeah. Some people love Ronaldo's power, his athleticism, how he dominates. Others are drawn to Messi's creativity, his vision, those unbelievable dribbling skills.
And we can't forget about the legends from the past, Pelé, Maradona, Cruyff. How do you even compare players across different generations? It's tough.
It's a great debate, but it's all subjective. It's more about appreciating the unique talent of each player and what they brought to the game.
I agree. But if we move away from the GOAT debate for a second and think about Ronaldo's story more broadly, what is it about his journey that connects with so many people, even those who aren't huge football fans?
It's that classic underdog story, right? The kid from nothing who beats the odds to become something special. We see it in movies, books, all kinds of stories.
Yeah, it's a reminder that talent alone isn't enough. It's the drive, the willingness to push yourself, to overcome setbacks. That's what separates the good from the great.
And Ronaldo embodies that. He's never satisfied, always wants more. Even now, at 38, he's still pushing boundaries, still hungry.
I think that's what makes him so interesting. Even if you're not a diehard fan, that desire to be the best, to never give up, it's inspiring.
And that's a powerful message, for anyone, in anything they do. Age is just a number. Limitations, well, we often put those on ourselves. If you're willing to put in the work, to embrace challenges, to keep learning, you can achieve amazing things.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of Cristiano Ronaldo, I want to leave you with this. What part of his story resonates with you? What lessons can we all take away from his journey, his wins, his losses?
It reminds us that greatness, it's not a destination, it's a journey. It's about constantly pushing yourself, going beyond your comfort zone, and never giving up on those dreams.
Who knows, maybe this has sparked something in you. A new interest in Ronaldo, or maybe even in exploring other legends in sports. Keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, keep pushing your own limits.
See you next time.